With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready? Hey, Henry. Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fellas, let's set a tone. Slam, slam, slam. Hey.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rod Woodson with a sack there on the well-timed corner blitz.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now the former Oklahoma. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Waiting. This 5-7. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 6 yards away. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
The Bucs take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Get there.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down again. Mean Joe Green in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Lion. I'm bringing it to you.
Now Wentz again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Check 25.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
So they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's fly 2. Hey, orbit.
Hatchet.
They do go for it. It's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. Picked up by Rob Woodson.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mean Joe Green. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 73 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stop from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. Fighting through. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch number 87.
Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Wentz now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Nice grip.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
On first down, Westbrook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
50's the mark.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Wentz now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Undercrush. 5'9", 5'9". Undercrush.
Again, it's Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 25-yard line. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll run it now with Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will be taken short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Watch the run.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
On 1st down, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the pressure gets to him again.
They can't stop.
Mean Joe Green in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will find T.O. That's complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their fourth down play.
Let's go. Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 50. You're trapped.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my defense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
We're going to work.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
It's our time. Hey, check 12. Check 24.
Now they try the right side here.
Check 3.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Here we go.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's now 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet.